Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I pluck, I curl, and how I just prep my wigs for taking pictures and sending off to clients. So if you guys want to see how I do it, stay tuned. So what you'll need for this is literally just some slanted tweezers, a canvas head. This canvas head is super dirty because this is my everyday, so no judgments guys. You need a wax stick and some kind of spray spritz, a wig cap. You're also going to need some crocodile pins and a hot comb. You're also going to need a white towel, and of course you're going to need the wig. This is a body wave 13x4 HD lace front wig from Yolissa. It's in the 18 inches and it is 180% density. I was so happy to actually see a wig come and it was a full frontal. I think a lot of companies are starting to do this full frontal vibe, like everybody knows what's clicking now in the vendor world. So yes, we're loving the full frontals. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place your white towel or white cloth on your canvas head and then just place your wig on top of it. This is literally just so you can see what you're plucking. Sometimes when you've got a canvas head as bad as mine, it's hard to see your hairline that clearly. So this white towel just helps. Firstly, we're going to go in with some spritz and we're just going to hot comb the hairline straight back just to see what we're working with. And the wig actually comes pre-plucked, but I always just like my wigs plucked a lot more. But how the state of the hairline is not too bad considering some hairlines are super full. So as you can see on the hairline, there is like a thick line. By that thick line, it's about an inch in. You just want to part that out so you can see the start of where the thick line begins. This is basically what we're gonna pluck and what we're gonna get rid of. You want that harsh thick line to disappear. I pluck so sporadically, literally just trying to mess up that straight line. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, you just want to mess it up. Pluck until that line is no longer straight. And once you have accomplished that, you just want to go in, part out the pluck section, and then pluck further. You want to thin it out behind the hairline. You don't really want to pluck too much at the start of the hairline because that's not really where the problem is on most frontal wigs or frontals or closures. It's usually at the back where it starts to look thicker. I just go a little bit slower for you guys and I'll show you. I pluck like 1 2 3 move, 1 2 3 move, 1 2 3 move. Like, you don't want to stay in the same place for too long. I've been doing this for quite a long time, so I can kind of see if I stay in the same place, I know what the outcome will be. But for beginners, I definitely do not recommend you just stay in the same place. Just work slow. Remember that this video is sped up, like it's sped up by kind of like 8, so don't think you need to be as quick as me. Just take your time with it and just go as slow as you can. Once you've gone through the hair and plucked behind the hairline, you can brush the hair back and you should get something like this. You should see how there's a nice gradient. It's not too bulky in one area and the hair just flows like a natural hairline would. I would say that this is a good base for when you're doing clients' hair or if you're sending out a wig, because the hairline won't be plucked too much, but it's still got that space for customization. If the client wants to pluck it a bit more, they have the space to do so. But if they're happy with the plucking, they could literally just put the wig on ready to go. So this is the outcome of the plucking, guys. Personally, I don't ever pluck my parts ever, so yeah, I don't ever pluck my parts. In order to set my wigs, what I'll do first is I'll add a foam. I don't really recommend this foam, but just get a foam that is alcohol free and that you know is really like good. I would recommend maybe the Afro G foam, but this foam is not really for wigs, so I'm not gonna recommend it. So I just spread that foam all over, and you want to make sure you distribute it well throughout the wig, especially the frontal. The frontal is the main part. I then go and place my wig cap over that section just to hold it down. I'm very resourceful, so I don't have a hood dryer, so I'm just gonna go in with my hand dryer for about 10 minutes. I kid you not, about 10 minutes. But if you have a hood dryer, then you can place your wig under there and set it, and that will literally just set the part into place. It will also lay the hairs flat, so when you go into hot comb, you don't have too much work to do. So right here, I just sectioned out the hair in the frontal, and I'm gonna go in with my wax stick and hot comb. This is my go-to for making wigs flat, so I'll straighten it out and then add my wax stick and then go in and go ham with my hot comb. I do want to get the Kendra's Boutique hot comb because I've seen how hot it goes too, and I'm just like, I need it. So I will be investing in a new hot comb because this hot comb is dusty and it's had its days. It needs to hang up its boots now. Like, look at it, guys. The hot comb has had its days. So, but I still make it work, of course. So I'm just going in with that same routine, straighten it out, get some wax on there, not too much wax because you don't want it to be stiff, and then I just hot comb and press it out. You want to make the hot comb do most of the work. You don't want to rely too heavily on the wax to hold it in place, just because your weave will get shiny, stiff, and it won't have that very, it won't flow. So once it is all pressed out, I sectioned out my baby hairs, and this is what sis is looking like. Very, very neat, very, very sleek. So now I'm going to show you guys how I pin curl my wigs. So this is basically what I do. I'll section the hair into 4 parts. You have the front, and one part is the front, and there's 3 parts in the back. The left, the right, and the middle. So I've already done I think this is probably the left. I don't know. I think this is the left, but now I'm onto the middle. So what I do when I curl my wigs, I literally curl away from the face. So in the middle, I just curl upwards. I'll do my barrel upwards, and then I'll make sure I'm always moving it and holding it there. And what you want to make sure is that you don't drop the curl. If you drop the curl, then the hair's not going to have that bounce that you want it to have. It will have more of a spiral effect. So make sure that you don't drop the curl when you're pinning the hair. And then I'll just go in and use a crocodile pin to pin it. But I don't even know if I do this right, like when it's in terms of pinning. It just works for me, so don't come for me if you've got a beauty certificate and I'm pinning this wrong. If I'm pinning it wrong, I'm gonna pin it right next time. But for now, that's how we're doing it. So now we're on, I think this is the right side, and I'm still curling away from the face. So if you notice, I'm angling my wand differently just because I want it to curl away from the face on this side and still frame the face. And mind you, this video once again is sped up just so I could get all of the information and all of the video in. Remember that I am moving at a very slow pace. I recorded this at like 1 a.m. I didn't finish till 4 a.m. So if you want to understand the process of this whole video, just ensure that you're taking your time. Don't overdo it, don't rush. Make sure that you're getting your curls held in a great position for as long as possible. And this is the hair pin coat after all of that. So I'll spray it with my L'Oreal Owlnet hairspray, just a light mist, and then I'll leave it for a while. Be careful when you're taking out your curls. You don't want to manipulate them way too much. You want to make sure you're taking them out quite neatly. That's why it's also important to put them in neatly so you can, you know, have a great formation. And guys, this is giving bounce, this is giving Hollywood, this is giving body. This is the wig after I had brushed it out with my wide tooth comb. So I try and brush it away from the face as well. So I brush backwards just so that I can keep the shape of the curls. Look how nice this hair flowed, how everything flowed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them down in the comment section and I'll get back to you. And good luck with prepping your wigs.